Taking the black pill, it is essentially a phrase that means to give up. To look at something as an impossible task, and to simply say there's no point in trying. After all, the only thing here is heartbreak and disappointment. And deciding instead to simply let things go. And here's why you should never do it. Taking the black pill is not a statement of strength. Taking the black pill is a statement of surrender. I'm going to point out a little bit of ancient mythology. An old Greek tale about a guy named Sisyphus. Now, Sisyphus, for one reason or another, is cursed by the gods to forever push a boulder up a hill. Gigantic, heavy, arduous task. Eternally, he's always pushing a boulder up the hill, and just as he's getting to the top of the hill, it falls back down the hill. He slips, or it moves out of his grasp, or the earth gives way under him, and the boulder rolls to the bottom of the hill, crashing as it goes, and Sisyphus has to walk back down and start his task all over again. It has given way to the phrase, a Sisyphean task, which again is to kind of denote the idea of a task which is impossible, arduous, difficult, painful, and otherwise impossible to actually complete. Now, here's my question. Although most people would never want to be Sisyphus, would you ever want to fight this man? Would you ever want to challenge his will? Would you ever want to come across him in any sort of competition? The answer to the wise would be a resounding no. Because Sisyphus is not a weak man, nor is anybody who unfailingly tries such a hard task again and again and again, learning, growing, figuring out how to do it better perhaps next time. Sisyphus is not a man of weakness. Sisyphus is a symbol of strength. Sisyphus is someone who has never taken the black pill and likely never will. So, what is the point? Because a lot of people will look at certain tasks. I cruise chat rooms. I cruise various message boards. I talk to people online. I talk to people in real life. And a lot of people that I meet, just randomly, well, a lot of them seem to be rather black-pilled. They seem to think a lot of things in life are hopeless. Be it people who look around and say that the world is ending, or people who, I don't know, they've had one too many bad run-ins on dating apps and they say that romance is pointless, or people who have had fights with their family and declare the entire thing is pointless because family is toxic or it's just awful or not worth the effort. The problem is that this is incorrect. Anything in life that is worth doing comes difficult. And it is not the prize that you get at the end, but it's the accomplishment of overcoming obstacles. Once again, Sisyphus and any who take up a challenge like it are not weak, they are strong. And unlike Sisyphus, you actually have a chance to get to the top of the hill. Now, a lot of people say that there are forces working against them. This may be true. So here's my message about that. If there are forces working against you, either passively, actively, malevolently, or just out of sheer ignorance, every day you do not give up, every moment that you are still fighting is a victory over them. And most importantly, it's not necessarily the fact that you are fighting. It's the fact that at the end of the day, you can tell yourself that you are still fighting. Life has been hopeless for a great number of people. Far more hopeless for others than some. But as they are still fighting, even if they're not succeeding, they can at the very least look at themselves in the mirror at the end of every single day and tell themselves that they have not given up. And that in and of itself is its own reward. Because you can look at yourself and say, despite all of the powers arrayed against me, I still have not yet fallen. And who knows? Maybe one day, by luck, chance, or just sheer will or hard work, you might actually succeed. In spite of everything that's been arrayed against you, you might actually succeed. And these things are worth fighting for. Well, that's just my little take on the black pill. And just remember, it is poison. Because while it is tempting to just give up, it's the calling to give up and die. Well, that'll be it for this video. Y'all have a very nice day, and once again, get outside every now and again. And take care of yourselves. Have a good one.